Ah, Grand Rising, beloveds, and welcome. Thank you for being here. Today is November 2nd, 2025, and this is our community prayer circle. My name is Sheena with the Way of Namaste, and I'm so grateful to be here sharing in this meditative, prayerful field today. As always, we like to give it a few minutes and just allow some breathing room, allow everyone to arrive in the space. I've got some oracle cards. I'm going to be pulling a card here in a minute. But for right now, I just invite you to begin to create sacred space. I've got a candle lit here. I've just lit some sage, purified the air. Always like to alert the spirits that we're here with a little sound, just waking up the energy. I'm just bringing my full breath into this moment, allowing myself to be here now. This week we've had Halloween, we've had All Saints Day, Samhain, we've had Dia de los Muertos, a day of really honoring our ancestors and all those who have come before us. And so I'd love to hear how everybody's holiday was, Holy Day. In the South Hemisphere, we've had Beltane, the beginning of spring, marking this time of fertility, which I love the balance of the polarities that we get to experience on Earth, where some people are experiencing the fall, the autumn, the turning of the leaves, and the period of time where we go into the decay, while others are experiencing the first seeds sprouting from the earth into flowers. And it all makes sense. It's all part of this life cycle. And how beautiful that we all get to be experiencing our own timeline around here. Just an actual reminder how time is simply an illusion. It's all happening at once. So today I wanted to pull from the Earth Warriors Oracle deck here by Alana Fairchild. I love Alana Fairchild's decks. And this week we're in Gene Key 44. This is the shadow of interference, the gift of teamwork in the city or the divine expression of synarchy. And when I think about this word interference, I like this play on words of enter fear. This is truly what interference is. It's when fear enters the space. And then we're clouded, not seeing the full picture. So instead of just experiencing the love that's in front of us, we are projecting our fear into this space, or we're sensing and perceiving the fear. And so much of this fear can come from the traumas and the heartbreaks and the experiences that we've had. This gift of teamwork is recognizing how every relationship is karmic. Every single being here is God wrapped in human form. If we can open up to that field of possibility and see that every single bit of karma is beyond the polarity of good and bad. Every single relationship is here to teach us something. And sometimes we will learn through heartache, through heartbreak, through trauma, through terror, through fear. And sometimes we will learn through synarchy, through communing together, through our interdependency and feeling that we're better together. We are an interdependent species. We are meant to live in communion with one another. The Gene Keys talks a lot about these shadow frequencies, how, past experiences for our ancestors, if someone became isolated from the village, they may have cut themselves off from resources, and they may have created and experienced a real terror of death. Because when we cut ourselves off from one another, we self-isolate, we forget. that we are interdependent, that we need each other. We are all stronger together when we don't put a power over hierarchical structure, but we actually sit at a round table and every voice matters. Every voice gets to share the medicine of the moment that we need. So we are better together. Teamwork really does make this entire dream work. Synarchy, another play on the words, is to think of anarchy. The anarchists that, have these fundamentalist views sometimes, or just the breaking out of the matrix, out of the collective idea to revolt, to rebel. And synarchy being this idea that there is more than what meets the eye. There are beings, if we can believe in it, that are here supporting us. Even if they don't take form, even if we can't see them in this vibrational reality, oftentimes we can feel them. So today I'm going to pull a little card here and see what message wants to be shared. Speak through me, speak to me, show me how, show me now. What do we need to know now? Number one. And some of these, I'm like, how do I say this? Hozo, the beauty way of the Navajo. It's beautiful imagery here. This butterfly coming out of the crown chakra. Let's see what it says. I won't read the whole thing, but I'll just see a little bit of the message on here that wants to come through. The beauty way of the Navajo. You are my sacred earth child, and I am your divine earth mother. With unconditional love, I provide all that you want and need so that you may fulfill your sacred destiny. We will always belong to each other. With abundance and generosity, I support you, revealing the divine beauty meant for you, so that joy and awe shall fill your soul. Relax now. It is time for you to be healed. So let's go ahead and just take a deep breath and breathe into that. Breathing in through the nose and releasing maybe out the mouth with a sigh. Let's do that a couple more times. Just arriving here in this moment, deeply breathing in through the nose. Breathing out, maybe with a sigh out through the mouth. So I just pulled a card for us, and it says here, there is a beautiful solution available. Do not place your faith in worry or stress. Allow life to unfold. As you relax and give yourself permission to rest within the vastness and beauty of nature, you will become receptive to the best way to handle things. Don't try to figure it out by force. Let go and trust that what is needed is coming to you at the perfect time and in the perfect way. Your peaceful mind shall perceive readily and accurately all that you need to know. Love that. So we're going to take a moment of silence at 11:11. And as always, this is your time to be with whatever comes up. But one of the things that I like to offer as an invitation in this time is to express your gratitude, is to share maybe 3 things, and maybe even just perceive 3 things that you're grateful for. And maybe one wish that you want to see fulfilled, something that you're calling in. This is how we really open the space for miracles, is we begin with the sensation of gratitude, and then we can magnetize things to us from that space. So as we are arriving in the space, creating the sacred field around us, I've got some sage, I've got some candles going. Today, I've got some juice to be on the healing recovery path. Just allowing ourselves to fully arrive by becoming aware of how we are breathed in this moment, just noticing how we're showing up, the quality of our air. In less than a minute, we'll enter this field of silence. And maybe in this field, you see messages. You've got a messenger that comes through to share something. Or maybe, as I said, you start to create this field of miracles by offering your gratitude into this space. So, what we'll do after our minute of pause is we'll actually enter a field of synarchy together, this field of Shambhala, of Agartha, or paradise, or heaven, however we want to perceive that. So, without further ado, let's jump into our moment of silence. Taking another deep breath in and releasing with a sigh on the exhale. So let's go ahead and cultivate our group soul, and then we'll enter this meditative space. So let's go ahead and just connect heart to heart. You may like to soften your gaze or close down your eyes and just bring your awareness into your heart center, illuminating this emerald ray from your chest. And just beginning to feel now this unconditional love that lives within you. Once you feel that emerald ray beginning to activate from your heart center, let's go ahead and spread this love around our temple space, beginning and ending with you, and just beginning to grow a field now, this miracle field growing even bigger now, forming this web of unconditional love. On this next breath, we travel upwards to our Ajna, the space between the brows. And here we activate our indigo ray, this space of inner seeing. Here we see one another clearly, soul to soul. Once you begin to feel that activation of that indigo ray, I invite you to send this field of unconditional wisdom around our temple space, beginning and ending with you. Feeling now this emerald ray of unconditional love now merging with this living infused wisdom. And on our next breath, we will connect with our soul light, this halo of white light around our crown chakra. And here, just beginning to see, sense, or perceive this white ray entering our field now from the heavens, cascading down through our crown, down through our ajna, through our throat chakra, our heart chakra, our solar plexus, our sacral, and down into the root. Feeling now ourselves connected to the earth beneath us, rooting into the crystalline core of Sophia Gaia. And now just bringing this field of white light that we've cultivated within around our temple space, beginning and ending with you. And here we'll multidimensionally travel Here we'll travel to source self as well as center self. You may even feel yourself rising above your body and looking down at your human self and just sending compassion and love to that human for everything that they have endured, every single thing that they've gone through to be here now. And just feeling this radiance of light through our temple space, feeling ourselves even more connected now, awakening the temple space of our heart. And here we'll call forth our intentions for our time together. As always, we align with the highest and greatest good for ourselves, for each other, and for every living being throughout all time and all space. And on our second intention, we honor the sovereignty of every soul on this path. And we align with the highest and greatest choice, our choices for ourselves, for one another, for every living being, 7 times 7 times 7 generations back, and 7 times 7 times 7 generations forward. We root our prayer in wholeness and in sovereignty, thanking the powers of technology that brings us together for our live and for the replay, and thanking all of our ancestors, our land spirits, our herbal allies, all those who have come before us that we've honored this week through Samhain, through All Saints' Day, Halloween, and Dia de los Muertos. This time where the veil is very thin and we may be experiencing them in mystical, magical ways through our community gatherings and maybe even through our dreamscape. And today I'd like to invite us into a guided meditation. We're in Gene Key 44 this week, and it's the gift of teamwork. It's the divine expression of Synarchy, and it's the shadow of interference. And as I like to say, this play on words is this is when fear enters us, is this shadow of interference. So today, since we've already cultivated our group soul, we've set our intentions for the highest and greatest good, we now enter this space of paradise, and we get to see that it lives from within us. It's not something out there. It's not something that we'll one day reach. It's something that we can always access. So let's go ahead and close down our eyes and just begin to take some deep, slow breaths in through the nose. And exhaling gently through the mouth. And I invite you to feel, sense, or perceive your body softening into the earth beneath you. Feeling now this great mother who holds all of us unconditionally. We don't have to earn this love. We don't have to prove ourselves to receive this love. We just open up to receive it. And on this next breath, I invite you to see, sense, or imagine your spine as a bridge connecting heaven and earth. Above you, I allow you to imagine, perceive, or feel this starlight coming down through your crown now. This beautiful golden light pouring down through you. And from beneath your feet, I invite you to feel these crystalline roots now descending into the glowing heart of our earth. Some may call this space Agartha, others Shambhala, others heaven or paradise. And as you breathe, maybe taking in the deepest breath that you've taken all day long, I invite you to begin to feel these two forces of celestial light and terrestrial love beginning to weave together. Do that temple space of your heart. Notice here that you are the meeting point, that you are the bridge. And with your eyes gently closed and your imagination field opened up, I invite you to see yourself standing before a golden doorway. This doorway is ancient. It's golden. It's radiant and pulses with light. This is our gate of Synarchy. This is this divine field of cooperation. And if it feels in alignment for you, I invite you to step through it and enter this field now. And as you do, as you cross this threshold, you may find yourself standing in a valley of eternal dawn. The air is luminous and bright. And just allow your clear sense of smell to become activated here. And notice the fragrance in the air. It might smell like jasmine or cedar. Just allow what is here for you to become sensed. And notice how every being here moves together in harmony. There's no hierarchy. There's no power over. There's no one person in charge, but everyone in a sacred alignment with one another, interdependent. And here you feel this field of heaven as the field of collaboration. And in this space of love, there is no fear. We transcend the fear as it pours back into pure love light. And in this space of your active imagination, notice who's here with you. Perhaps you see soul family. Maybe Melchizedek appears. Maybe a member of the Rose lineage appears. Maybe one of your ancestors appears. Recognizing here these ascended masters who have walked with you through every one of your life events, through every moment of shadow. Notice any family members, any ancestors, any friends that you may have lost along the way. And here we feel them in this field of wholeness, of oneness. If they experienced any kind of pain or heartbreak, you notice how it's dissolved in this space. And they greet you with peace and with love and with presence. I invite you to see, sense, or feel or imagine any of the karmic ties that once bonded you just beginning to dissolve back into these golden threads of light, reweaving this tapestry of unity and wholeness. And on this next breath, go ahead and feel yourself becoming a part of that living mandala. Your threads of light braiding together with theirs. Each one of you all creating now this symphony of grace. This is the teamwork of our soul. This is synarchy in practice, in action, in motion. We'll pause for a moment for you to feel this connection with all these beings, these enlightened masters who've gathered with you now. And just allowing yourself to receive any messages, any images, any memories, or any cellular sensations in the body. We'll go ahead and take 3 breaths together. On this next exhale, let's release any fear of separation. And then on this next inhale, let's just breathe in this divine intelligence of light that connects us all. And maybe if it feels in alignment, we make a vow here to be a co-creator of heaven on earth. And in this moment, just go ahead and feel your heart expanding like a sun, sending these waves of golden light all through your body, through our temple space, through all timelines, past, present, and future, through all generations. And allow this golden light to reach anyone that's hurt you, not to condone, but to liberate. And now let's allow this golden light to reach all those who love you, feeling the deepening of that connection. And on this next breath, let's imagine, visualize, see, or sense, or feel this golden light now reaching every single living being in the whole wide world, awakening this remembrance that we are never truly apart. So let's just stay here for a couple more breaths, breathing in this frequency of paradise and knowing deep in our hearts that this realm isn't elsewhere. It lives within your heart and it's always accessible. And know that when you return to the rest of your waking life, that you bring this field of miracles, of Shambhala with you. And whenever you feel ready, you may add some gentle movement to your fingers and toes as you begin to arrive back in this moment. And we just pray here in this moment to the beloved source of all love light. We thank you for this field that we've cultivated here. We give thanks to the garden within the heart of earth and the remembrance of heaven that's made whole through us. We thank all of our guides, our masters, our messengers, our family members, all who walk beside us, unseen but always felt. always near. We thank our ancestors who dreamed this space into being for us. And we thank one another, each of us mirrors of the divine, choosing faith over fear and love over illusion. May our teamwork ripple outward as harmony, as compassion and courageous truth. And may we keep our hearts open. May we keep our hands joined together. And may we walk forward into the space that's always guided by grace. We remember from this field of unity that we are never alone. We are never separate. We are one breath. We are one body. And we are one heart. And so it is, and so it ever shall be. And let's go ahead and bring some energy between our hands now, just beginning to rub them together. And on the count of 3, we'll blast this golden light that is pouring so much through this temple space at each other. And we'll feel this light hitting every one of the souls on our path with us. 1, 2, 3. Sending this love out, receiving this love back. And now let's just bring this love right into our bodies, receiving it back in, all that we've so generously gifted into this space. I'm just absolutely loving all of the fractals of light that have come through. It's so beautiful. Thank you for being here. I love you. So grateful for you. We've created this paradise now, and may we feel it as we walk into the rest of our days. Namaste. See you next week.